So good morning, and welcome to the Mindfulness Tree meditation community. And for Jimmy who's new, we normally begin with a meditation, and then we do walking meditation. I'll explain more about that after, and then we do some discussion time. So we're going to begin our opening meditation, but before I invite the bell, I'm going to read a poem. This is unusual. I don't usually start with a poem. And it's called Each Seed. In Each Seed a Forest Grows. I found this online, and I thought it was very appropriate for our reading today. By Dave B., who has a blog. In the vastness, a single seed, my quiet planting grows unseen. Beneath the great sky's sweep, a whisper of grass, a breath of green. Leaves unfurled, roots reach deep in the earth's embrace. Simple truths kept. Hope weaves through each leaf and blade a tapestry of light, of shadows played, with each mindful step, each gentle care, the world's heartbeats, soft yet clear. Listen, listen. The sound of the bell calls me back to my true home. So I invite you to take a comfortable seat, the feet on the floor or the legs on the cushion, sitting in a relaxed yet dignified posture. And so we arrive. We arrive in the present moment, not dwelling in the past, or worrying about the future, but simply now. And we settle, just like the snow in a snow globe after we've shaken it, the settling of the snow, the body settling, and the mind settling. And we welcome ourselves to our true home, our Buddha nature, our true goodness. I invite you to just notice your body in the seated position. Just being aware of what might be present in the body. Feeling of tension, a sensation, perhaps a persistent pain or discomfort that comes around. So to do something just a little bit different to relax the body, we're going to move through the tensing up of the muscles and a relaxing. And so I'm going to invite you to begin with bringing a tightness to your feet, curling your toes under, and feeling the tension, inhaling. And on the exhale, allow the feet to relax. Just noticing the change. And then moving up the legs. We're going to tense the area where we're seated, the buttocks and the lower abdomen, pulling it in, tensing it and inhaling through the nose, and then release it, exhaling through the mouth, and allowing that part of the body to relax. And moving up to the shoulders and hands, inhaling and tensing the shoulders up, and clenching the hands, bringing the shoulders to the ears, and then releasing, exhaling through the mouth, and allowing the hands to fall. And now the face and the head. Scrunch up your face and inhale. And on the exhale, release the face, the neck, the rest of the body. And just notice as the body relaxes, the mind follows. And we notice that the body is breathing in this relaxed way. Just as Master Thich Nhat Hanh suggests, as we inhale and exhale, we can mentally think, inhaling, I breathe in, exhale, I breathe out. And with the simple act of breathing, we help to stabilize the central nervous system. Just like we tell a child who's upset to just take a few breaths, we can be that child and just notice the balancing. And as we follow the breath, we might notice the sense of hearing, someone working on a lawn, or even some internal sounds that might be less obvious. noticing where our hands and our feet are, experiencing the sense of touch. And then return to the breath. There might be a sense of receptivity, of openness, of curiosity. Just allow that to blossom and be present. And if it's not present for you, just allow whatever arises to be there. So as we move on, continue to follow your breath as you are able. And we are planting hope. And so this is a visualization. This is the time of year when a lot of planting happens and growth happens. And so simply visualize, if you can, placing a tiny seed in your heart. This seed represents a desire, a hope, or a value that you wish to cultivate. So as you breathe, just imagine this tiny seed has been planted. Perhaps this seed is faith over uncertainty, joy over fear, peace over chaos. And with each breath, just imagine the nourishing of this seed. With a sense of gratitude, sunlight, gentle rain, allow the seed to take root and grow. Representing that hope or desire, either for yourself, for others, or for our world. And remembering that a garden or planting a tree or nurturing any growing thing requires time, care, and belief in its potential. You can continue to use this visualization if it's helpful to you. But if you wish, you can just return to following the breath. Trust the seed will bloom in its own perfect time, filling your heart with the beauty of its unfolding. Growing the garden of hope, beginning with your heart and moving it out into the world. It is said, hope doesn't have to grow from grand gestures. Instead, it can take root in small, mindful actions. So thank you for your meditation, for growing this garden of hope. And so now we're going to be moving to a period of time doing walking meditation. And since Jimmy is new, I was wondering if someone, I'm not going to put you on the spot by calling on you, but would someone volunteer to just sort of illustrate walking meditation? See, I'm smiling, saying I'm glad I'm online. Who would like to demonstrate? Okay, Dee, please. And why don't you tell us what is the purpose of walking meditation?
For me, it is to just become centered, to come back. I like doing a walking meditation, to come back and listening to the conversation, because I just feel like I feel much more present and aware. Focus on, and to focus on values. To me, that's what it is. I don't know if that's, it's probably, if you ask everybody, something different.
Thank you for that. So why don't you demonstrate and just show what you do when you do walking meditation? You want to do it?
Sure. I like to be really slow, and I like to so I just I just focus on something in the distance. I usually do it in the, I guess, a social hall, and so there's tapestries at the end that you kind of look at, going one way and then going the other way. Um, and I like feeling how gravity just sort of possesses your body when when you take that. There's a moment when gravity just kind of claims you. Feeling it. So I go really slow. I don't think you have to do it that way. Sometimes when I'm on the street, I'll just walk normally, but I'll think about, I'll run through meta in my head. Um, I just like that moment when gravity comes and brings you very aware. And I don't talk on.
Yeah, no, right.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, but it's a grounding.
I think people can do it differently.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think you have to do it that way. That's
Thank
just
you.
the way
Yeah.
I like
Thank
to
you
do
for
it.
that. Yeah. The Buddha said there are four postures for meditating. The first is sitting. Well, there's no order to them. Sitting meditation, standing meditation, walking meditation, and lying down meditation. That's probably the most challenging because it's really easy to fall asleep, and so to be present while you're lying down is sort of interesting. And what we do is we go either to the sanctuary or to the social hall and choose a path. And you'll see as people choose their path, we try not to have people crossing each other and having to put up a stoplight or anything like that. So finding your place, like Charity likes to walk between the pews. Do you still do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And, but just, 10, 15 feet, and then stopping, turning around, and walking back. And Thich Nhat Hanh has said that with each step, a lotus flower blooms. And so with this whole theme of the planting of seeds, that's one way that one can do it. Others do a mantra. Sometimes it's just step. So whatever is helpful. What are some of the things that are helpful for you when you're walking? Yes, Chris.
I tend to count my steps, much the way you count your breaths.
Mm-hmm. And that keeps you focused. Yeah.
I like to do barefoot. So I can just feel my foot, stretch it out a little bit, and just feel the ground. And so I just focus on. It's hard to your mind go back and focus again on just each step just feels good.
Heather.
I like to do the may you be safe, may you be happy, may you be healthy, may you live with ease for different people in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah, Donna.
I am brand new at this almost, and mine's sort of more focused on the physicality of noticing, is it not, if each step on each side is the same.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's a balance thing going on with one side, and just I am stepping, I am standing, I am stepping, I am standing, and just, I mean, really noticing.
Anybody on? Oh, wait a second, Charity. Online, does anybody want to say anything? No. They just walk on their own. Okay, Charity.
Oh, I was just gonna say the reason I like to go between the pews is because I close my eyes, so I sink into all my. Focus on vision all the time. But that way, I sink into all my senses, and I count.
Okay. Well, with that, we adjourn in silence to either the social hall or to the sanctuary, and find your place. And I will sound the bell. Invite the bell to. Thank you, everyone. We learn from each other. I think it's wonderful.